Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This week, past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is not a read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'd be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. It is a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for your support, your kindness. May these videos bring you some form of enliftment and empowerment in your life, okay? The card that we have here, collective, is dream big, okay? Spirit wants you to dream big, okay? There is nothing too huge. There is nothing unobtainable. Whatever your desires are, it is possible for you. So Spirit is saying for you to dream big. Do not second guess yourself. Do not believe, it's not possible. Do not buy into, you have to be connected to certain people. You have to be raised a certain way. You have to have a certain network ability. Whatever is required when it comes to your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations, Source will provide. The Creator will provide these things for you. As you take a step, the universe will take a step as well. You take one, maybe they will take one, or possibly two, three, or four. You have to remain optimistic as well as grateful for your current status of where you are in life, the gift of life, and having health within itself. But it's time for you to dream big, okay? You're not dreaming big enough, okay? You got to dream big, bigger, 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 okay? All right. The next card is focus on your homework. So there could be, when it says homework, meaning some kind of work you need to do for yourself. This energy, this card here is speaking of pouring into yourself, maybe doing some daily affirmations, maybe it's prayer, maybe it's meditation, maybe it's getting out into nature. Your homework could be exercise. Your homework could be decluttering your home. Your homework could be maybe connecting with your children if you are a parent, okay, or a guardian of some sort. Your homework could be connecting with them to show them how to pour into themselves as well. Okay, so when you see the word homework, this is just metaphorically speaking, this could mean many different things. Anything that helps you and assists you with evolving in life, that helps you or assists you with elevating yourself as a person, as a human being here on planet Earth. So Spirit wants you to get to the homework. Do what is necessary. Do the work that is necessary and that is required of you, collective. Okay? Give someone a hug. So you may need that human touch. You may need some kind of warm embrace. And so Spirit is saying you need to give someone a hug. Maybe you have a pet. You could be a pet owner, a dog, a cat, whatever, kind of pet you have. But even if you don't, give someone a hug. This could be another person, okay? Whether this is someone you know or you don't know. But it's time for you to pour into yourself. And these three cards is clearly and purely speaking about doing things to elevate and uplift yourself, doing things to make you feel good. We all have different responsibilities. We're all from different backgrounds. But Spirit is saying it's time for you to pour into yourself and do what makes you happy on a daily. Find something to uplift you. We know we have to work. We know we have to, take care of children, whatever your life is. Some people work 2 and 3 jobs. There are people who are in school full time and working 2 jobs. Okay. But either way, before you get to the hustle and bustle, find some kind of form of, nurturing and support for yourself. Like I said, whether it's prayer, affirmations, journaling, meditation, grounding work, exercising, whatever it is for you, listening to certain music, certain frequencies and hertz, whatever it is for you, make sure you're finding something on a regular basis. Spirit is saying daily to uplift your spirit, okay? Okay, to keep you focused and make sure that you are persistent in your endeavors, okay? All right. The next card is accept sensitivity, okay? I like this card because as I hold it, I think of the idea that people say, that you shouldn't cry, men shouldn't cry. What else did they project onto us? It's a sign of weakness. It is not a sign of weakness. It is okay to cry. Crying is cleansing. I call it a release, a spiritual release. And some people need that. And so if you ever feel, do not disregard or ignore your feelings. You have to feel in order to heal. Any, licensed physician or psychiatrist or therapist will tell you that you have to experience and feel in order to heal. Okay, so never disregard your feelings. If you're having a day where you're not feeling your best, it is okay. You don't have to beat yourself up about it. Have your moment. As I always say, just don't vacation there. Don't take your favorite shoes. Don't take your favorite pillow. Have your moment. If you have a day where you don't want to be bothered, you want to turn off your phone, maybe close the shades and sit in your house, do that. But do that just for that day, but make sure that you come out of that, after you've had your moment, raise those shades and step outside, get some fresh air, okay, and get back to you. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to rest and rejuvenate. That's another form to pouring into yourself. The next card we have here is eating well. Okay, no one is perfect. Okay, when it comes to eating, okay, maybe you say, I've tried lots of diets, I've tried this and that. Well, Spirit is saying for you not to be so hard on yourself. With this energy here, Spirit is saying, well, just increase better inner habits. Yeah, better inner habits. Yeah, inner habits. Just increase better eating habits. Okay. No one has to be perfect. Start off with maybe eating more fruits and vegetables, and then from that point, increase your water intake. And then from that point, maybe not so many fried foods. Okay. And then from that point, watch the sugars. Okay. And, you can do things one at a time. If you are hyper focused or maybe you want to lose weight, it is okay to do that. Or maybe you just want to be healthy and it's a concern for you. You don't have to do it and stress yourself out or overwhelm yourself. Be honest with yourself with anything that you want to do, collective. Spirit is saying be honest with yourself. Even if it's saving money, be honest with yourself. You're not going to save every check. You're not going to save half of that check. Put up what you said you're going to put up and let it be. Do not be so hard. We are so hard on ourselves, okay? Give yourself grace. Give yourself breathing space. Whatever it is that you're going to work on, take one thing at a time. Take a little bit at a time. Keep doing that consistently. It'll build its momentum, and then you'll see the changes start to unfold. And it's better to do it that way than, being hard on yourself and just being unrealistic. Be honest with yourself. Do what works for you and do what you can do. And that's different for everybody. Your journey, your assignment, your mission, collective, does not have to look like anyone else's. And Spirit is trying to convey that clearly, okay? Because they want you to be peaceful, have some form of peace in your life, some form of calmness, some form of tranquility, even if it's for a brief moment, okay? Especially when it comes to the home front. There should be peace in the home, where you rest your head, where you eat, where you sleep, where your family and loved ones spend time. There should be peace in the home. And if there's not peace in the home, then we know where the homework needs to be done at. If there's not peace in the home, because it's very important. This is where you sleep. This is where you eat. If you are a parent, this is where your children rest and rejuvenate, or any other loved ones, whatever your situation is. It's different for all of us. There should be peace where you live, okay? And if it's a relationship, there should be peace. If there's no peace in that relationship, well, all you have to do is simply remove yourself. Not wake up every day arguing with your partner, screaming and complaining that you want them to do this and do that. Or as I was mentioning yesterday, you want them to take those Instagram photos, and maybe he or she is too tired to, put on the makeup and pose and pretend, and you're getting mad at them because you're seeing things on social media and you want things to look like this and look like that. No, be real, be authentic with yourself. Only you know what is making you happy in this moment. And only you know what is peeing you off. What is distracting you? What is it that you want to get away from? Spirit is saying, take the action and make it happen. Even if you have to do a short-term sacrifice for long-term peace. Even if you have to do, I repeat, a short-term sacrifice for long-term peace. It may be a relationship that you need to separate from, but you're concerned about maybe a living situation. Well, temporarily, you may have to go and stay with someone until you get on your feet. Well, temporarily, you may have to go into a shelter until you get on your feet. But at least you know, number one, it's temporary. It's not going to last forever. And in the future, you can look forward to what? Peace, because you have taken the initiative instead of sitting around staying in a connection or any situation that is unhealthy for you or that is making you unhappy. We are not put here to punish ourselves. Many feel like if they stay, in unhealthy situations, that someone's going to come give them a gold star, or they're going to be sprinkled with some kind of magic dust, oh, the good for you staying. Oh, gold star for you staying. Oh, gold. No, that isn't how it works. Okay. So stop telling or thinking this, telling yourself that, or that lie, or thinking that someone's going to give you a gold star, because you are forcing and allowing yourself to stay in a connection that you know you should have been separated from. And so, once again, this is for somebody. Spirit is saying you're in a connection that you should have been left a long time ago, but you're allowing something like maybe a living situation. Spirit is saying take the temporary discomfort for long-term peace. Take the temporary discomfort for long-term peace. Maybe you have to go rent a room from somebody. Maybe you have to go into that shelter. Maybe you have to sleep on someone's couch or floor, whatever it is, okay? Because what I'm speaking of, these are real life situations that people actually and honestly go through, okay? Yes, real talk, all right? This one says always tell the truth, okay? We understand that everything cannot be revealed to everyone, but do your best to just be honest. As I was just saying, Spirit is saying be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. And only you know what you like and what you want. No one can tell you this. This read, tarot is just a tool. It's not the final rule. This reading is just a spiritual notification. It's just a message for those whom this message resonates with, okay? Express your feelings. That is what we're talking about. Express yourself. Say what it is, that you mean. Say what you mean what you say. But I say it once and then let it go, let it flow. You should never have to repeat yourself. You should never have to constantly, explain, how you feel, or constantly express your demands in any kind of friendship, romantic relationship. Doesn't matter what it is, with a family member. If you have already spoke your piece and they are not taking heed to your request, well, that is your answer, okay? Honor the gift of separation. Many do not want to do that because it requires a change. There are people who fear change, but that's where your goal lies. When you are willing to move above and beyond, when you are willing to do the steps and take the steps that are necessary to meet your goal, to obtain your goals, you have to be brave and be bold. Okay? And Spirit is saying you know that you can do it. You know the answer. Anything that is igging you, getting on your nerves, you know the answer. You are in full control. You are the MVP, the most valuable player. You okay? In this, you are the captain of your ship. You are in full control. And you do have a say-so on what you will and will not tolerate in your life, what kind of people you want to deal with, what kind of life you want to live. But the goal, the thing is putting in the work. The thing is really applying yourself. We can pray, hope, wish, petition, speak about what we want to do. But the thing is, are you willing to do the work to get there? Things look nice and sound nice, but are you willing to do the work to get there? And it makes no sense to keep talking and talk if you're not going to do the walk. Be honest with yourself, be honest with yourself. If you know it's something you desire, but you're not willing to do the work, okay, well, go work on something else that you are willing to do the work. And then that way you won't be, kicking yourself down or getting to that energy of depression because years have gone by and maybe you feel like you haven't conquered your goals and you're watching other people make moves in their lives and it's making you feel some type of way. Well, work on something else that does work for you. Okay? All right? And Spirit is saying be patient. Most of all, is important. Patience is a virtue. Learning how to be patient can assist you in many ways, in many positive ways for your well being in life here on planet Earth. Patience is very important. It's a good idea to hurry up and wait. hmm Because it's all about you wanting to feel protected, but you have to create a life that makes you feel protected, meaning there is action that needs to take place on your behalf. For example, if you're someone, you might say, well, I'm tired of toxicity. I'm tired of people just drama. Well, you have to change your choice of people, places, and things that you engage with. You have to also change your mindset. You have to not engage in gossip. You have to not be involved with people who want to plan, plot, and strategize against others. You have to be mindful of your words and your actions and thoughts towards others as well. It takes time. Nothing happens overnight. Do not expect things to happen swiftly. Be patient. Be patient as you experience and embark on these new endeavors and changes in your life. Be patient, okay? So if you want to see change, you have to be the change that you want to see. If you're trying to attract a specific kind of mate that you want to marry or you want to date, or, you have to be what you're trying to attract. Okay. I'm not saying hair for hair, thumb for thumb, but you have to at least make the initiative to be that kind of energy so you can at least be on that frequency to attract and magnetize that energy towards you collectively. Okay. And I love this one. It says, do something quiet. Okay. Do something quiet. Okay. Reading a book, watching a movie, going for a walk, sitting out in nature. I was about to say playing with your animal, your dog, or your cat. That could get noisy, but it's a fun thing. If you're a pet owner, give your pet some attention. Okay. I'm picking up on that in the read. Okay. Take them out for a walk or take them for a ride. Let them put their head out the window. They want to hang out too. Okay. And so Spirit is saying, yes, you can do it. This is your confirmation, not your coincidence. Coincidence. I said coincidence. Okay. This is your confirmation that whatever it is that you desire, you can do it. So the choice is all yours. Okay. And make sure you're getting plenty of rest and sleep. Okay. This concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.